I'll put it like this. Working in property management where you manage your own properties, doing Airbnb, for example, it's not for everybody. And I'll tell you this, it's definitely not for the faint of heart. This dude literally, I watched some of this video. I'm watching with you guys, but he literally like almost has a conundrum. He almost breaks down because of trash and a mess. And it's like, you must be new because people do way worse than this when they're only there for 2 days, for a weekend. I've seen everything from my house being turned into a crime scene, bachelor parties, swingers party. Bro, I've seen so much at my properties. You cannot let trash and a mess get you this upset because this just comes with the territory. People are nasty. And if they think that they're paying you a cleaning fee or their deposits, they want to get their money's worth. They're going to leave you with all the trash and all the mess. They're not going to be polite. They're going to leave dirty shit everywhere. But I'll be honest, this is a bad case. But you, as the guy who pays people to clean, should have never known about any of this. Like, I wish one of my staff people who clean places with me, unless something is broken, unless it's a broken refrigerator, or a broken stove, or a broken toilet, or a broken sink, broken pipes, I don't want to see it. Clean it. Your husband or your boyfriend, he's the maintenance guy. Typically, your cleaning lady has a maintenance guy who's a husband. That's how it always goes. Call Juan, call whoever, get him over here. If there's some spot paint it, charge me. Fix it, charge me. But do not send it to me. I don't want to get mad. I don't want to be grossed out. And it's unnecessary. That's your job. He needs better cleaning people. That's what his problem is. But let's take a look.
I've been working to get this tenant out of my property for a few months. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much you vet them, who their references are, how much money they make, what their credit score look like, how much money they got saved up. At the time of the interview, it doesn't matter how nice their clothes look. You're never going to know what a person is going to do to your property after that time frame.
No, he's absolutely correct at this point. You never know. A person can be the perfect looking candidate on paper, and their circumstances could change. I've had long-term tenants where it was one group living there at first. They had to emergency move out. So they asked their brother or cousin to move in to pay the rent. And those people literally were late, destroyed the place because the situation changed. You know, it might be the first people you're working with, and then somebody else moves in. Things happen. It's life. But you can't get too caught up on that. But he's absolutely right. People can dress it up. People can look perfect on paper and just be trash behind the scenes. And you just might be the first landlord they fuck over. So they don't have a history of it. Or they negotiated with the prior landlord so that they wouldn't report it, either way.
Was supposed to be a good tenant, a quality tenant. It was 100% paid. I never missed a payment. She never missed a payment. And look how I retrieved my property today. Diapers. Filled diapers. Pissy diapers. Shitty diapers. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm totally upset. Beverage fridge, trifling, never been cleaned. Look at the stove. Look at the stove. I don't even want to open the oven. I definitely don't want to open the fridge. Just take a look, y'all. 5 months. Never missed a payment. Sometimes even paid early. Until we did our quarterly inspection, we seen how she was living. It was nothing we can do. Guys.
Bro, she paid for 5 months straight on time. Just count your losses. It's the cost of doing business. As the landlord, to keep your blood pressure down, as the owner, to keep your sanity, you're not supposed to go do this work yourself. Don't be cheap. Pay someone to go in there and do the dirty work. Pay someone to go deal with the smells and the trash. And then you go over there when it's almost done. If you try to micromanage all of your properties, you are going to drive yourself insane. You're going to make yourself sick. You're going to start to hate people. Don't do it. You have a staff, you have cleaning people, send them. And then let them tell you what's wrong. Don't let them send you pictures unless it's something that you want to bill somebody for. Send me pictures that are broken. But trash, bro, my cleaning team would have this is like a 1 bedroom. My cleaning team will have this done in 7 hours. And I'm talking about paint, sweep, mop, throw everything out. We get a dumpster, and then you're Gucci. You don't even have to do this and make it such a big deal, bro. It happens. This is a part of doing business with people. It just comes with the territory.
Look here. Look here. Look, diapers, dirty diapers, chicken bones, mattress, more diapers, dog food. Yo, by the way, it's dog food, it's dog crap, it's dog shit, it's dog piss, and she didn't have a pet allowed on the lease.
Nobody's going to volunteer to pay you a fucking pet deposit. Or what if when they moved in, they didn't have a pet and then they rescued one 4 months later? Situations can come up. It happens, but she has kids. Why would you rent to a person with kids? Kids destroy everything. Look at all those little fingerprints on the wall, footprints on the wall, dirty diapers. I mean, yeah, that's disgusting. Somebody should have cleaned all that up. I'm not making excuses for it. Just understand you are going to give yourself high blood pressure from being angry if you show up on your own to review and inspect your property yourself. Send someone else to do it. Let them tell you if there's something that's broken, but everything else, clean it the fuck up. If you're going to charge me double to deep clean it, just pay it and keep it moving. Long-term rentals, long-term tenants, short-term rentals, it's the same. I'm in the Airbnb space. I have been for years. I've literally had one of my apartments. It was a crime scene where somebody got killed there. My place in Studio City. And guess what? After the police and everything was done, I had to shampoo the carpets and just bleach the house really good. And then I had to put it back on Airbnb. The show must go on. Okay. Now, did I go there personally and look around? No. For what? I'm not the one cleaning it. That's for the cleaners to do. You have to worry about getting the people in there and managing paying the bills and the expenses and making sure the internet's not turned off and the electricity. You cannot micromanage and worry about how dirty a place is. What are you expecting? You're going to drive yourself crazy doing that. I mean, I'm talking about there's been people that were through rager parties at my houses that I had. And that's why I stopped I stopped renting big places because people want to party too much. So I would rent like small apartments. There would be so much furniture in that house because I'd put beds everywhere. There was no room to dance. So there's no dance floor. So there's nowhere to hang out. There's only places to sleep. That's what I specialize in. Places to sleep, not places to party, hang out. It's too small, too uncomfortable. You got to understand who you're dealing with when you're dealing with certain people. I'm talking about where I got eviction notices and threatens from lawyers because these people are Airbnb. Like I was literally one of those people in LA fighting the good fight with Airbnb against against the city in favor of Airbnb and figuring out how to get around the rules from Orange County all the way to Burbank. I mean, that was my line of work. And it still is actually for some place in some aspects, but just not in California. And I remember dealing with this and I'm just like, you got to pray that you meet a stable, consistent cleaning person that's going to be there when you need them. And that's hard, especially now. Two of my best cleaners back in Houston and in Austin, both are deported. Not that I'm saying that I understand why they were deported. You can't be here illegally. And it was expensive. It's a little bit more expensive having to hire American. They're not as consistent, but it's, you got to do what you got to do, But my cleaners were some of the best people. And now they're back in like Guatemala. And I'm like, fuck, got to replace them. But, it's hard to find good help. That's just the way it is. And I don't know where he is in the country, but it seems like he's probably going to have a hard time. And then I see he has gloves on himself. Like he's going to do it himself. Like, bro, don't stress yourself out. Pay it a little money. Pay somebody else to do it. You keep your hands clean and keep your sanity.
More diapers. I'm scared to see what that is. Look at the back. Show the band. Show the band.
You can tell this is a modern apartment, but is there a glass mirror? No. Now that's not good. Where's the mirror in the bathroom? Why is there no mirror? Now the mirror would technically go back. It would come down here by the sink. But if you look up, there's no mirror. So, and there's no shower curtain. I don't know. I don't know if he just did this video for content or if this was really a rented apartment by him, or is he buying this place in this bad condition? He's going to fix it up. But there's no way he rented an apartment to someone and there's no bathroom mirror, and he didn't even notice that there's no bathroom mirror and there's no shower curtain. So where's the shower? I mean, yeah, some people buy their own shower rods. Yeah, of course. But where's your shower curtain, dude?
Look at this. When I'm telling you guys, there's not much that you can do. I promise you all. We vetted this individual thoroughly. Never missed a payment. I got all my rent for 5 months straight. If you ask me right now, I'm willing to give the rent money back and not even take this client. I'm lost.
He's an idiot in that case. The money's the most important thing. The cleaning is so fucking what? Everyone's going to be dirty. Everyone's going to be nasty. Every blue moon, you're going to get somebody and they're going to have their grandmother or their aunt's going to be there, and she's going to clean up before they leave because it's a force of habit. She's a good person. Nobody else is going to do that, and they're going to steal your towels. Bro, be happy that any of the furniture that's in there that's still yours, you got some free stuff, because if they already left, anything else left in there is yours. Be lucky that they didn't burn the place down. Be lucky they didn't break any pipes. Be lucky they weren't mad and let their kids use graffiti on your walls and you got to repaint and you pull out anything. There's no major water damage. They could have flooded your place. You got to be grateful for, because it could be worse.
Words, this is by far, in 6 years of real estate, this is the worst I ever received any of my properties back.
Then you're spoiled. Then you're very spoiled and you're very lucky. This is normal. This is beyond normal. This is the average move out. This is how it looks. Now, some people, if they want their deposit back, they'll clean and they'll sweep and this and this. But if you got their deposit and you're already planning on not giving it to them, then they're going to leave the place like this. Or if there was some kind of eviction, they'll leave it like this. But this is normal, bro. Like, this isn't even nothing for you to get yourself too upset about. It's not a big deal. There's no graffiti on the walls. There's no holes in the walls. There's no holes in the doors. Bro, you got off easy as hell.
And people say you want to do real estate because they show all the hollers of making money and cash flow. I tell everybody, real estate is not passive until you get active. And most people...
No, it's not that I don't take pride in it. It's just that you're supposed to... you're not supposed to get too attached to anything. Not a property, not a house, not a couch, not a TV. You're not supposed to get too attached to anything. It's just a property for building value or it's for your portfolio. You can't take it personal. If I leave, you think so? We'll prove it. I appreciate it. Well, just okay. Yeah, thank you. But you're still here. Yeah. So Eric, like you said, you really can't have feelings for your property. Yeah, and it's really bad if you take them to civil court. What's going to cost you more money than you're going to make back? It's really not even worth it. I mean, sometimes it costs you more to take an eviction to court than it does for you to it's more than you're going to get back from the person if you sue them. It's not even worth it sometimes. It is so expensive to evict someone. Well, if you're from California like me, I've never dealt with evictions in many other states, so I mean I can only take people's word for it. But in California, it takes 6 months, and it will cost you $15,000, sometimes more, and it's not really even worth it, depending on how much more time was left on their lease before you're trying to get them out.
Can't even stand this, won't be able to stand this. And to be quite honest, the smell in here is so bad. The person holding the camera got the whole face wrapped up.
Yeah, we're on 8 different platforms right now, so you're incorrect, sir. But please, yeah, I see you're still here. Thanks, but you're wrong.
I'm shooting this video for you guys to let you guys know the inside, exactly what's going on, and what many people not going to show you. This tenant was in here for 5 months. I'm done.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. For 5 months, I've seen way worse. I've seen people have to spend thousands to repair their place and get it back into living condition. I remember one of my properties in Houston, after Hurricane Beryl, it cost me about $40,000 in repairs in just the beginning alone. And from water damage, storm damage, I had broken windows, cracked windows, and flooding. And I remember I had called FEMA, I called my insurance company, They came out to FEMA came out to my house no less than 8 different times. My insurance company came out there at least 4 different times. I tell them how much it's going to cost. I show them all the damage. They take pictures, they do measurements, they check everything. 4 to 8 different times from FEMA and the insurance company. Both told me, they both were like, yeah, nothing we can do. I had to literally sue my insurance company. It happens. But that's the beauty of not being the owner. Had that happen and I was renting, I could have just called the leasing office and they would have just sent somebody in here to come do all that stuff. So it seems like he's an entrepreneur. He's taking on a lot of those costs, but he's not doing arbitrage. Apparently, he's the owner. So all the expenses are going to go on to him. So sometimes arbitrage makes more sense because you don't have to pay the insurance. You don't have to pay the maintenance. You don't have to pay any of the other extra costs. You just pay the rent. When you are the owner and those costs go upon you, yeah, it's a little bit of a headache. But again, there was nothing that I saw in that place that was not simple to fix up. Within a matter of hours, that place could look brand new again with the right cleaning team. If they show up and there's like 3, maybe 4 people, one person sweeping, one person mopping, one person spot painting, and one person, taking out the trash, 6 hours, that apartment's back to almost being ready to rent out. And again, you just got to wait for the paint to dry. But if you have a team that understand how to do good turnovers and you're not doing all the work yourself because you're trying to save money, then it's not nothing for you to really stress about. That was really not that bad compared to what landlords, Airbnb, I don't know, was it landlords? I don't know what you would call us, but us Airbnb hosts, what we normally deal with, that is nothing. That is child's play. So, but I mean, again, if doing the hard work and seeing trash and dirty diapers is going to make you sick to your stomach and it's going to stress you out, don't get into it. If you're going to get too attached to certain apartments and certain houses, then don't get into this business. They're going to come and they're going to go. It happens. Do me a favor, like and subscribe, share the video. I appreciate you guys even tuning in, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Remember, America first and America.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.